Change. Now that is a key word that you have to remember on the Dragon's Path, because we are going to change eventually. Once you discover your dragon, once you eventually accept your dragon, change will eventually happen in the end, because we are a lot of things, a lot of artificial things that we are inside of our mind, and it is just because we live in a world around humans, and sometimes they shape you in how they want to see you, and so eventually you will become some things that you are not. But with accepting your dragon and with being with your dragon, eventually the dragon will rip it all away from you, so that you can be who you really are. And I discovered this in the beginning of my path once I accepted my dragon. I accepted my dragon because I was a lot of things that I was not. Change. That is what my dragon said. Change. You are going to change. You are going to change. That is something that I really, really remember. And I was, just accepting the dragon, but the first thing that my dragon let me know was, you are going to change. And I changed a lot into something that I said. I left something of myself behind inside of Leviathan's void. There is one Tim Heijen that is still living there, and now someone new is actually coming back. Someone that is completely different, someone who is much more himself, someone who my dragon wanted to see. My dragon wanted to see myself. Your dragon wants to see you. And that is what the dragon wants from you. They want to see you, how you really are. So eventually all this artificial stuff that you are not will be thrown away. And your dragon will say this to you, let this all go away. And we are going to change this into something different. And I was surprised in what I changed eventually. I changed into something completely different. Like I said, something for myself was left behind inside of the void. And I've been inside of the void. And with being inside of the void, inside of visions, I can say I've seen horrible stuff there for my own demons. And inside of the Leviathan's void, it changed me forever. And that is what my dragon wanted me to change. So it could be with your dragon, that your dragon will take you to the void. How to recognize the void, I don't know, because for everyone the void will be a different place. The void will reflect all of your darkness, and your darkness will eventually teach you how to change and to throw away all of this darkness that you are going to see inside of the void. Your dragon will do everything to let you see the void, but also the dragon's realm, so that you're going to be taught by the dragon what kind of a realms that you can end up with. And so from every single realm that you're going to see, you will be taught by the dragon, because inside of the void your dragon will always be with you. So that was actually a question from one of you, will the dragon will follow you inside of the void? And the answer is yes, the dragon will always be by your side. There is a dragon's eye that is a connection between you and your dragon, but that not even death can even erase it. So your dragon and you will forever in the eternal life be connected, even if one of you is inside of the void. And the dragon is a traveler, so your dragon can be with you inside of the void or the dragon realm. The dragon will always be with you. Remember that. So wherever you are, even if it feels empty, your dragon will be with you. Your dragon is always with you, even by your side to this day, to this minute, to this second. The dragon is there with you. Just look by your side, just feel your emotions, feel your energies, feel their energies, feel your connection, feel your dragon eye. It is actually something very, very powerful. But yeah, how did I actually change? Like I said, I was a very, very devoted Christian, and I was actually not that sure. I was actually something completely different. And what happened to me the most is actually, like I said, this human. I left something human behind. I left something of myself behind that is common with every single human on this earth. And so I had to replace it with something new. Inside of the void, but also inside of the other realms, I left something behind in every single realm, but especially inside of the void. I learned the most there, because I learned how I could see myself inside of the great darkness, the great emptiness, that I could see suffering, a lot of suffering, and I couldn't bear it. I couldn't handle it. I don't want anything to suffer, but that is just life, of course. But I could feel everything suffering. I suffered myself. I could feel the pain, I could feel the emotions, and this was something that I said to my dragon, please let it stop. Then let it stop, my dragon said. How? How can I let this stop? This was a horrible thing, to feel. I couldn't even sleep anymore because of what I've seen. But my dragon said, let it stop. So let it stop. But I didn't know how, but I had to figure it out myself, how to let it stop. And from one moment, I saw this being in a slaughterhouse suffering, and I said, "Oh no, this is horrible." And then I thought about my dragon. Let it stop. Let it stop. Be the change. Be the change you want to see upon this world. Ah yes, this was really something that struck me as a lightning. Every one of us has a different kind of change. Every one of it, that doesn't mean that it has going to be the same. But your dragon will teach you the way of change. But not the change how they want you to be, the change that you are yourself. You want to be yourself. And in my case, the change was to feel all of the suffering, to feel all of the pain, and so that you won't do it yourself. You will feel it yourself. All of these spirits that you can feel suffering, all of this pain, you don't want it. I cannot even pull out a plant before I can just feel bad about it. I feel bad about hurting it. I can feel, for example, I can feel my goddess, our goddess, the dragon goddess inside of this earth, and I don't want to rip it off because it's going to have a connection with her. And it's so beautiful how it grows, so why will I pull it off? Of course, you cannot live in this world without without all of the pain that you sometimes cause, but in fact, the least as possible. That is what I learned from this. You care about everything, my dragon said, and that is why I am with you. That is something that I wrote in my book of Dragon Shadows. My dragon is with me because I cared, and that is my hair was I was just chilling about this. I am with you because you care, and that was very beautiful to write down. I was actually very emotional once I could understand this. And your dragon is with you for also the reasons that it could be a completely different reason, but your dragon eventually wants you 100% how you really are. So all of this artificial stuff, all of this fake stuff, the dragon is going to rip it off. It's want to rip it off, but it has to have your cooperation with it. So everything that is fake about you, everything that is just made by humans that are around you, everything that is made is going to be changed. There is going to be a part of yourself going to be left behind inside of the void. And don't be afraid of it. In the beginning, I was afraid of it. The dragon said, you're going to change. I said, oh no, don't let me change. And I changed a lot. I mean, so much so that I couldn't even recognize myself anymore. But in fact, it was always the one that I was. I mean, my parents said, you have to be tough, you have to be cool, you have to be war. But I wasn't. I was weak. And my dragon showed me how weak I was. But weakness is not bad. Weakness is not something, handicap. Weakness means that you care. And that is what the dragon wants. The dragon wants who you really are. Remember that your dragon is with you because they want to see you how you really are. And that is the dragon's path. It's a journey of how you're going to change in how you really are. And so that is what my dragon is. My dragon by my side, and all of the others, and even Tiamat and Leviathan by my side. They all want us, they won't want, for example, me, to see how I really am. And the more that you are the real you, the more that you are, the more chances that you are going to find the way to the dragon realm, to the dragon's gate. So in fact, The dragon's path is a journey into searching for your own self, into searching for your own self alongside with your dragon by your side that really wants you to be who you really are. Not to change, not to force yourself. On the contrary, not to force yourself. Just that is why I say, forget about humans, forget about what they told you. Just being reborn again. Just begin from the news. Begin from the start. That is why I say, a dragon awakening is like a rebirth. You have to learn everything again. So everything that came before, just forget about it. Just what they said, forget about it. Into searching for your own self and searching who you really are, you need to be just beginning from the start. Begin again. Because you're going to be taught by the dragon by your side, like a young dragon that needs to be taught everything again. How you really are. And that is how the dragon has found you. You have an energy that is unique. And your unique energy is something that they are very common with. That is how they found you. That is how they know where you are. But they want more from you. They want that you are going to change how you really are. And sometimes you can say, but I am who I really am. But it's not true. Even to this day, I can change much more. And that is actually what your dragon wants most. That you just let everything go what they told you, and so that you can be yourself. That is how the dragon has found you. That is why your dragon's eye exists. Because this energy from you, inside of you, is unique. It's draconic energy, and they found you. That means that you are not changed eventually in what they want from you, what humans want from you. But what the dragon wants from you is you, completely who you are. My life completely changed. I mean, I am so weak. And my dragon said, yes, you are. But it's not bad. I mean, humans think it's bad to be weak. But to be weak is actually the best thing that you can have. It's a gift to be weak. Because you can feel so much. Because you can connect so much. Because you feel everything alive and you feel their suffering. Because of this, you are not weak. You are actually born with a gift. Inside of my book of Dragon Shadows. That was actually that I learned from myself that I have to have distance from humans sometimes. That is why I go to the forest and meditate, just to have this distance from humans so that I can forget of what they want from me. But what the dragon wants from you is actually you, yourself, how you really are, how nature made you. That is why the dragon has found you, because of who you are.